Welcome to the Universal Clan War. It is your friendly commentator, RedDev32 here. I am a bit late because of Pilot telling me it was 8 o'clock his time. How ironic, because his time is nowhere near my time. On the bottom of the map, we've got the SFo user called Koecher, and he is up against. Yeah, let me just double check that. Yep, he is FFO. And he is up against BFA Relaxwar. So we're gonna have a good game here. Pretty much even teams. As we can see, we've got an early scout party coming out from Relaxwar to the right hand side of the map. So obviously both these teams know this map very, very well. Obviously you can see manual reclaim is in place for the big old thirsty rocks, which he already has in place by Koecher. So obviously he's gone for all mexes. He's built his. He's also gone for the hydrocarbon power plant, but he is going to be making sure he knows exactly where the enemy is. So we'll be able to keep this in touch, so he knows exactly what they're doing. As we can pretty much from the overall view and looking at all the commands, they are pretty much mirroring each other. Apart from Koecher has got the reclaim manually done. So we'll just watch out and see how it's going. As we can see though, we've got this early scout party from Koecher going through the middle of a hunter and a mole. But Relaxwar is now starting to spam, well, hunter bots. As we can see though, we do have the radar and the hunter slowly moving right down the right hand side of the map to the bottom. So this is going to be pretty much an interesting game. As we can see though, first hunter in the game has successfully made contact with an engineer. No, yep, there we go. You can see though, hunter versus engineer. Love them little lasers. Will it kill it? Yep, first kill of the game goes to Koecher. So as we can see, first kill's gone to Koecher, as we can know, but Relaxwar is going for early air domination, while Koecher is actually doing the same thing. So pretty much pros on this game at the moment. As we can see, so we'll see if BFA is able to get the win with Relaxwar, or SFo will be able to do it just as good for his team. If we have a look at the overall map control, we've got hunters strategically placed throughout the game. As we can see, one at the top of the right hand corner. But Relaxwar is pretty much ahead of the pace at the moment by stretching out, going for the two mass extractors, while Koecher uses his engineer, assisted by a mantis, to do the mass extractors. Whereas SCU isn't far behind. He's looking to secure the left-hand side of the map with his ACU, and he's also going to be doing that with the same. As we have a look, identical air builds. Completely identical. Scout, bomber, then interceptor. Interceptor for Koecher, but Relaxwar's going for a second bomber. Interesting. You better hope that first bomber doesn't do the damage. But he has got early T1 turret up before the bomber dropped to kill an engineer. The T1 turret was in place and has killed one of his engineers, but that T1 will do him quite a lot of good if that scout flies over his base anymore. But he is getting interceptors up now. As we have a look, pretty much the same on Eco, apart from Koecher is just beating it by +4 mass a second, which is quite a bit. So quite well in this game. So but he isn't really doing much. He is getting a engineer to build land factories while he gets his ACU to build the biggest bunch, as we can see there. Claim the mass extractors, put your factories right next to them and get in the legitimacy bonus. As we can see though, so pretty much this map is pretty much being hit and miss, so to speak of. It's pretty much even Stevens. Both players are doing the exact same to each other. Without any difference at all. Pretty much the same build, apart from Koecher does have that mass difference in eco at this current moment in time. We do see a possible early advance by Koecher with about 6 mantises. But he is looking to secure the right hand side of the mantis force, which will give him that extra edge in this map, because pretty much if you start rushing your enemy, you're going to get bitten, and if you're going to get bitten, you better start rushing even more. So pretty much it's going to be a very, very decent game at the moment. The only difference is Koecher has a hunter behind Relax's base, killing 3 mexes. So that's going to be a big advantage. However, Koecher doesn't actually have the 3 mass extractors behind him, so it doesn't really matter too much, which is quite interesting. So for now, it's still pretty much even. However, Relaxwar is creeping back into play. As we can see though, the 6 mantis strike, which was from the middle, has rolled to the right hand side of the map. Relaxwar is moving his ACU in there to intercept, but he is also bringing his entire land force. However, Koecher is also being a master tactician of the SFo universe and clan. He has strategically put mantises on the right hand side of his map. So this is pretty much, he's attacking one side, just diverting his units, placing some more on the right hand side, on the opposite side of where his entire force is, just to divert it. It's done quite a good job so far, and we do see an engineer drop coming into play by Koecher on the captured area. That's 4 engineers. Or is it 7? 5 engineers has been dropped by Koecher in the forward command base that he will be setting up, and he is setting up quite fast. 3 extractors. He's going for a radar, and he's got 3 factories getting built along with the mass extractors right next to him. He has finished getting the left hand side base up, and he's also beginning reclaim. If we have a look at what Koecher is currently viewing, so he's currently got the forward half of his area fairly secure at this current moment in time. He is making them small attacks on the right hand side of the map, just to drive Relaxwar's army into that, and possibly away from any possible attack on the left hand side. It is a good strategy, but if his main base falls, his bulk of his engineering force of the 8 soon to be land factories and his little small engineering force, he possibly could lose this, but at the moment Koecher is completely doubling on mass a second than what Relaxwar has, which is staggering. Considering, yeah, this is pretty much game over. Unless Relaxwar can push straight into Koecher's ACU, take him out before Koecher can capture all the mass extractors, because this is outstanding gameplay, because pretty much Koecher has just dominated the entire control. He has all the control of his side. Relaxwar is losing control of his side. He's lost the back, he's lost the right hand side. However, Koecher has got the both sides of the map. He's got the middle, and he's almost got the back. So it looks like Koecher is actually moving all of his land forces that he has in his main base to his main base and getting ready for the Relaxwar attack with his Mantis army. So if we have a look, so Relaxwar has then again covered the so-called assault by Creature, but it looks like Relaxwar is getting a lot of influx in this. He has 32 Mantises and 16 ready to assault Creature's main base. Creature is building point defences with walls just to see his ACU off, but it's not going to do him that much, well, because all he's doing is going to OC. No, he's not going to OC the PD. The interesting development, he's not pushing his land units in either. So the question is, will Relaxwar be able to take his right hand side of the map, or is he just going straight for the main base of Creature to try and take his ACU out of the picture and therefore win the game? Although Creature is actually ecoing, he has got way better eco now. He is building T2 engineers, so they're going to come in very, very useful very, very soon if he does get T2 PD up. As we can see now, the assault on Creature's main base, but because them three T1 PD are intact, his forces are taking heavy assault, heavy damage as well. This is going to be a win for Creature at the looks of it, if he can keep pushing with the units he has now. Obviously Relaxwar does not have the gun upgrade, doesn't have the tech upgrade, so he is in fairly deep trouble. However, Creature is getting T2 PD up, so if he assaults again, Creature will have the defence there ready for him to stop that. As we can see on the left hand side of the map, Creature is also assaulting there, so not only is he focusing on the middle, the right hand side of the map, he's also focusing on the left hand side of the map. So this is pretty much Subcom at his best. Multitasking everything together. As we can see though, Relaxwar is pushing through with more of his land force, but the problem is Relaxwar's land force is so spread out it's not going to do any instant damage. If you wanted to do some damage to Creature, he'd gather them all in one area, then push. However, Creature's done a fantastic job of being able to cut, or well, just let little bits of trickle of reinforcements be able to hit Relaxwar ACU. But the problem is Relaxwar has breached the outer defences of the main base. Oh, where's Creature's ACU? Is just behind his main base. He has got one T1 point defence. He's got two T2 point defence alive. But he has a Rhino. He has Rhinos building. This is coming to be yep, Relaxwar cannot do anything about it. He doesn't seem to have power storage. Yes, he does have power storage, but he's not using it. He's using it on the Rhinos, but yeah, it's pretty much game over now. Creature did the job by attacking his main base, making sure the reinforcements that Relaxwar wanted or hopefully needed to get to his base was cut off, and Creature has won this game quite dominantly as well by capturing all sides of the map. So stay tuned. Another game on Intergalactic Coliseum's number 6 will be coming up shortly, so stay tuned and I will be broadcasting it live.